Lay low mate on the
Cowboys drawing a cut.
Somebody told me the
Cowboys drawing a cut.
Cowboys drawing a cut.
Cowboys drawing a cut.
What we got going on?
Cowboys
What's
drawing
up,
a
crew?
cut.
What's going on, man?
What's up, fellas?
Man, you
It's
know,
football week, baby. We back.
Shout
We
out to
bite.
Steve O,
We bite.
man. Shout out to
Football week,
Steve O,
baby.
shout
man.
out to Steve-O. Hold it down, Steve-O.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve-O ain't in today.
It's a good
Nah,
brother doing good work.
It was Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good brother doing good work, man.
What it do, Steve-O?
Hold
How
it
you
down.
feeling, Slick? How you
So-
feeling, man? What's going on with you?
I feel good that we had a bye. You know, I finally got to watch a week without being nervous. A week of football. My nerves back going into this Rams game. I'm feeling. I think we're gonna win. I think it's gonna be a tough game, but I think we're gonna win. I got some concerns with it. Yeah, I definitely got some concerns.
My man Rick been real shaky for the last 3 weeks, man. I don't know how I feel about this. My man's been shaky for the last 3 weeks,
Man,
But he been
Hey,
right,
man.
I
though.
know.
But he been right.
Man, it's
Rick,
been-
I'm used to, man. He been
It's
shaky, man.
it's bad matchups, man. It's
Scared
bad.
I'll take you home.
Where
Hey, you
people's
scared I'll take
pluses
you home.
is our minus. Where our plus is other people's minus. Right now, yeah, I think I got to see how we play. If we come out physical, it's an easy game. I ain't gonna say easy. It's a win. But if we
My
come
man
out on that
sounded
bullshit,
you sound like Sincere in the car riding with Tommy Buns, man. You sounded like wifey, dog. You sounded like wifey.
that's real
You
talk.
sounded like wifey. What's going on? You sounded like wifey over there, man.
That's
You know
it's
what I
real
mean?
talk. We come out soft shit gonna happen. But with
Yeah,
that,
that's true.
they got fast outside receivers, and that's where we can struggle with these fast outside receivers. That's my only concern. I ain't worried about their running game. I'm worried about Cup, and I'm worried about Akua and Tutu. That's
Nakua, yeah, he's nice. I
Yeah.
feel like this
He
loss, if we
rookie
lose this
of the
game,
year, ain't
So
So
far,
far.
I would
Yeah.
say it. Yeah.
I would say
So
too.
far, I would say that.
if A Train stayed healthy, it would be him, I believe. He's a rookie, ain't he? A Train's a rookie too, right?
Well,
If he would stay healthy, I think he was on his way.
I
If he
think
stay healthy, I think he was on his way.
I think between Puka and Stroud now, I think Stroud's playing pretty good ball.
Yeah,
CJ.
Yeah,
I
Stroud
believe that
playing
this
good ball.
loss, if we lose to the Rams, I believe this loss is on par with the Carolina with their Arizona loss because and they yes they're not they don't have their they do have Stafford still, but aren't they down to a third string running back now? They're down to a third string running back at this point. That defense ain't great either. This should be a winnable game, man.
Well,
It definitely is a winnable game, but they still have one of the greatest defensive players of all time on defense, and they still have three solid receivers. I'm not saying it's not winnable. We shouldn't win. I'm saying this is definitely not on par with the Cardinals. The Cardinals ain't won another
I
game
agree.
since us. The Cardinals ain't won another game since us. The Rams is a dangerous team. They're well coached. They're Super Bowl caliber coach and quarterback. Nah, I can't put that on the same caliber with that.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rick. I agree with you.
But we should win.
I
We
think
should win that game.
No, we should win the game. We 6.5 point favorites.
Now here's what
At home.
here's what's kind of the more frightening thing to me, and I think we just gotta be physical. Pittsburgh was physical with them last week, but the thing about that, I think Royce Freeman had 12 carries for 66 yards. Henderson had 18 for 61 yards. They still ran the ball physical, and Pittsburgh played them physical. Of course,
Man, they cheated. They cheated the Rams, man.
They went over the top. They went over the top, doubled up. What they did is they took away Cooper Kupp, man. They let him, 2 catches for 29 yards. They let everybody else eat. So they took away Kupp, doubled him, let Knocker eat. Let Puka eat.
Do you think the cornerbacks we got now, any of them is better than Joy Porter Jr., the rookie?
I mean,
Deron
I
Bland.
like.
I'm asking.
I think Deron Bland
No,
is.
I like Joey Porter. He's physical, and that's
He's a
what makes
dog.
him a
He's a
difference
dog.
maker. I like Bland's skills against anybody at this point. I don't know if Bland's as physical as Porter. He's not as big as
He's not.
Porter, you know.
He's not.
So they're playing physical, and Pittsburgh plays physical. We have to play physical. But I'm with you. I think we can beat them. I know we're going to beat them. We just have to play physical, and we have to get physical with these receivers on the line.
Quick question to anybody.
Yeah.
When is the last time you can say that you watched our game and we was physical?
Damn.
It's been a while.
That's a good question.
It's been a
Good question.
while.
No
It's been a
judgment.
while.
I'm just where you watch with your eyes on the eye test, and you was like, yeah, we was smacking. We was.
I don't know that I remember that time anywhere in the close future. But I think
Then why
week.
you say we got to be physical this next game if you can't even remember us being physical?
Well,
Why would you think all of a sudden we gonna come out of the bad physical?
Well, we have to be. I just think that I think we were a little more physical against the Chargers. I don't know if the fight amped that up or whatnot, but I just think we have to get a little more physical. And maybe that's something we preach in a bad week on getting our hands on these receivers.
I personally don't think that we was physical against the Chargers. I think they was just as soft as we are. And I said it before the game. I think they're I think they're a soft team.
I can agree. I can go with that.
But with that, I think the Rams are soft too. I don't think they're. I think they got Aaron Donald, who's mean. I think they was mean and tough and physical their Super Bowl year. But I think right now they're soft and finesse. Right now, the only thing that scares me is they're fast. I'm not worried about their physicality. Yeah.
I mean, Cooper Kupp ran out of the sub last year, didn't he? He ran out of the sub last year.
But it was really two explosive plays. It was really two explosive plays. The rest of them, he was kind of in check. But
a lot depends. We need this defensive line to apply pressure, man. That the best defense to stopping these cats is not allowing them to be able to run routes, man. We got to put pressure on this dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we will.
I think the death of us is big plays. If we stop the big plays, we'd be all right. We got to make teams work. Whatever it is, we have to make teams work, slow them down, because NFL's turned into a big play league. So if we can stop them from the big plays, we can win. The same way, jump off subject real quick, the same way we watch the Eagles slow down the Dolphins. Slow them down, take away their big plays, and watch them struggle. And that's what you have to do against these fast teams. If you slow them down, they will struggle. And I think that's the same way it's going to be against the Rams. We slow them down and make them have a lot of 5-yard gains, 4-yard gains here and there, and no gains here, a sack here and there. I think they'll struggle. But we have to capitalize on that too.
We got to hit Stafford.
Yeah, hit Stafford. Don't allow Kupp to get loose, and don't allow Tutu to beat us over the top. We got to stop them little 15-yard plays from Nakua. Stop this shit, man, and make them have to run the ball against us. Make them have to run the ball or try to go deep, and stop that. And we good.
But our corners has been solid this year, though, right? Ain't nobody really.
Well, Lewis is a little suspect.
And Gilmore's had his times too. Gilmore's had his.
But I'm saying for explosive plays, you talking about explosive plays?
Okay, yeah. And I don't think Gilmore, struggles as bad against these wide receivers. I think they have decent speed like Kupp, but I don't think they're quick, fast. You
don't think Tutu fast?
I'm not talking about Tutu. I'm not.
You don't think
Tutu from where, Rick? Where he from?
I'm hoping that Gilmore.
I ain't saying it, Dre. Don't worry about it.
Tutu from the Ville.
Look, man, I'm not seeing Gilmore.
Hey, man. Was he born in General Hospital?
Man, look. I'm just saying, man.
Was he
Tutu
born in
from
General
Buckhead,
Hospital?
and the
Was
way
he born in General
Hey,
Hospital?
y'all gotta take
So
that
he ain't
offline.
from. So he's not from here. If he
Y'all
ain't,
gotta
if
take.
he
he's a
wasn't
product.
born in General, if he wasn't born in General Hospital, he's not from here. If that
I'm just
social
saying,
start
dog.
with a 404, he's not from here.
Okay, so
400 or
I'm gonna,
whatever, he's not from here. If it don't start with a
okay.
400, he's not from here.
Damn,
Okay.
Tutu. Damn, Tutu. You don't get the
Keep that
502
same
credit.
energy. Keep it, we
But
gonna
yeah, I
we
hope
gonna
I
we
don't
gonna
I
we gonna
don't
we gonna
want to
keep we
see
gonna we gonna I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna hold that conversation for another
I
time. I'm
don't
gonna light
want to
your ass
see
up with
I
that one.
don't want to
I'm
see
gonna light your ass
Gilmore
up with
lined
that
up on that dude.
You don't want to see what?
I don't want to see Gilmore lined up on that dude. No, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah.
one. If
He
Gilmore
should.
stretches his arms out and put his hands
He
on him,
should.
if Gilmore
But
stretches his arms out and put his hands on him, I don't see Tutu getting loose.
but
But he gonna have help though.
my thing is
Yeah,
Gilmore
definitely.
struggles on these drag routes,
Exactly.
and that's I see Cooper Cup doing drags, and I see that little option route that he run,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
and
That's
Exactly.
a
he
good
runs them
point,
both,
Rick.
and he runs them both effectively well. So, like Dre said, we're gonna have to get pressure to get to Stafford rattled, and don't let him get comfortable and wait for Cooper Cup to do what he's gonna do to the corners.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
We got to get pressure on Stafford.
Hey
Got
man,
to.
So
I'm
y'all
on
That's,
think
that's
bullshit. I'm on bullshit. I'm back on that narcotic, man. Cowboys, we ready to smack you, man. I'm back on that narcotic, man. I'm back fully, man. We ready to smack you. That's all I need
you
to
feel
do.
better.
Back on
You
that
feel better
narcotic.
now. You feel
I'm back
better.
on that narcotic, man. Hey,
hey
man,
man,
I'm right back,
hey
dog. I'm
man. Do
right
you
back.
remember how
Go,
you
go,
remember how you felt when that
go,
plane
Jack.
landed when you got
Hey,
back?
I remember that film. Yeah,
Do you
dog.
remember
But
how?
see,
Do you remember your conversation with us when that plane landed, man?
nigga,
Yeah, it's
I
on
remember the
wax too,
conversation on the
man.
I remember that conversation on the way back, to the
Yo,
Airbnb.
Terry.
I remember the
Yo,
long ride back to the Airbnb. Man. You talking about the plane ride, the
yo,
Airbnb
Terry.
ride,
What
the
that offense?
motherfucker, though.
What that offense gonna do?
That was what I was ready
It's
to touch
week.
on.
It's week. It's week. Coming off a bye week. Y'all might have heard this before, but I think we're gonna have a big week in offense. I think we're gonna have a big offensive game. My man Rain, Dakota's gonna make it rain this week. We're gonna drop 30. We're gonna drop 30
Damn.
and we're gonna have a big game, man, coming off a bye week. I've been saying this. It's gonna come true. I'm gonna be right one of these days. You know, one of these
So
shots gonna go in. I've been saying it
is
So
for the
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 last 5
defense.
what's the running game?
as my man, as we posted before, you know, I think Tony's good set in. Hey, Dre hit on this with the recent post, man, about Tony Pollard understanding
I think.
his running back one position.
Yes.
I think he's gonna run the ball this week. I
I
just
think
think
he's
off the
gonna
bye
get.
week we have
So
something to pro. I think we
I
have
think
something
Pollard
to
get to the
prove.
end zone once or twice.
I do too. Like
I think he
I
gets over
just something,
100.
bro. We got. And I believe all we need is one great offensive game, and it will do something to continue. It will start becoming a trend. We haven't had a great offensive game yet, and traditionally coming off bye weeks, I think that we're refreshed, man. Like I just think we need a big win and a big offensive game to try to help that out, dog. To try to see that we can do it. Sometimes shooters just need to see one shot go in, dog. And I believe that if we see
But
we
you
can have.
saying our offense is like a shooter, like a good shooter or something.
It's a streaky shooter. It's J.R. Smith.
Nah,
It's J.R. Smith. It's a streaky shooter.
I don't even know this streaky, bro.
nah.
They can light you up. They can like we can do it, bro. I wouldn't have faith in it if it couldn't be
Well,
done.
streaky indicates that you lit some people up and you show that you can do it. We ain't lit nobody up.
Yeah, I don't want no problem. I don't want no fools though, man.
Man, I just know like there's no reason to think that we shouldn't be though. With the offensive talent that we have, there's no reason to think that we shouldn't. That's why I keep believing in it, even though it lets me down week after week. You know, call me what you want. Call me dumb. But my thing is that, or crazy. Matter of fact, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Ignorant. Whatever. I don't know.
Well,
What's it?
well, I'm saying,
Insane.
what?
I'm
Nah,
insane.
it's called
There it is. I'm
insane.
insane.
Yeah, there you
Insane. I'm
go.
insane. I'm insane. There it is. I'm insane. You can call me insane, man. Expecting different results with the same, whatever it's called, the same,
Yeah, everybody always got to get
yeah.
a definition.
That's
What
it,
we
man.
should
I'm
be,
insane, though. But I'm a fanatic. That's what I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
I'm a fanatic, man, but I think that we could do it, man. I think that we could do it, man. I don't see why not.
Okay, so you're saying a successful offense for a Sunday. That's our first noon game too. So a successful offense is the defense not scoring at all to get 30.
Yeah, that sounds good, though. I like it. I didn't say that,
Oh,
but they don't need to score.
oh
They don't
wow,
need to score. They don't need to
oh wow.
score. No, turnovers. Yes, we need turnovers, but they don't have to score for us to get 30. Because if you get a good sack at the right time or a
We
good
have not
interception,
scored 30 without them scoring for us.
we we're gonna have
Right?
to. I think it's due, bro. Like I really think that we're due. Like we are due. And I guess I keep saying this week after week.
This guy
I
right
keep saying
here,
this week
boy.
after week. Dog. I just keep saying it week after week because
You just
we
want to
have no
wear
reason not to be good offense.
your jersey, man. That's just all you want to do, dog. You want to
That
wear a
jersey,
number
that
4
jersey,
jersey.
no, that jersey ain't coming back. That jersey's put up from what
That
I know.
jersey,
That jersey's put up,
No,
man. That jersey's put up. Man, that
that
jersey's put up for a
jersey
little
there.
while, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
that
got to do
jersey's
a
put up for a little
TikTok,
while.
man, and
I already got
showing
one in
them,
mind. I
showing
already got
them
one in mind.
you put
Don't
it
even worry.
up, man. You show them you put it up, man.
I got like 4 of them set, and I'm just waiting for the right circumstance. But yeah, dog, my thing is, I believe in this offense because we have the talent. If we were talentless, it'd be different. But we do have the talent to be explosive in spurts. There's no reason why we shouldn't be, other than with the one constant, which is our quarterback and our offensive coordinator / head coach. Um,
That's not nothing little. That's huge. That's the two
you know
main
what I'm
parts. That's the engine and the transmission.
But I'm saying if we can get,
Yeah,
but what
yeah,
I'm saying is if we can get one of those to work, if we can get one of those to work at 100%, we'll be all right. We just need one of them to have a good game.
but
We
if
either
the
need a great
transmission's
offensive
gone,
game.
how you and the engine's running, where you going?
Where you
So what's
And
the
going?
vice
defense? So
versa.
what's the
Where
defense?
are you
No, but
going?
what I'm saying is that you just need either we need that they're going to work together. If we have a good if we have a good offensively called game, I believe our quarterback will be successful. I believe our quarterback can be successful with a good call, with a well coached offensive
I,
game. And
I,
if Dak is playing good, I think that will make McCarthy it'll make his play calling seem a lot better than what it is.
I, I, I think differently. Not differently because you're right. If we need both of them to play, or at least one of them, I think Dak
Yeah.
needs to get in his mind and look at the game film from the Chargers and see that he's more effective when he uses legs
Oh yeah,
as well.
yeah,
If he's just thinking he's great, step back and drop and throw it 20 times and this and
yeah,
that, we're not going to be successful. But if he
yeah,
scramble and get the other teams thinking, the linebackers is slow down from their rushing up, safeties is looking back, that opens up more play action, more CD flare ass. If they look and see what happened when he used his leg the last game, we will be fine. If he goes back to how he was, where he think that he's Peyton Manning and he's a statue and great sit back here and pick everybody apart, we might be in trouble. We might
And
be in
So you
trouble.
want Mississippi State Dak? You want
I
Mississippi
agree
State
with
Dak
Rick.
Prescott? That's what you want. You want Mississippi State Dak Prescott?
hey,
Yeah,
hey,
I want them just to play
I take
football.
2016 Dak.
Yeah, playing
He ran.
That's,
football.
Yeah, he ran. He ran the ball, and I
I
don't
think
need you
those
to
days are
run.
gone
I
because
don't need you
of
to be
fractured
Cam
leg.
Newton. I don't need you to get Cam Newton. But if it's a play
Nah,
open and it's 4 or 5 yards right there, grab the 4 or 5 yards and let's take it up. If it's third down,
and
move the
yeah,
chains
and
yeah,
go
yeah.
to the well.
and go
Go
to the
to
well.
the well.
That
I would like to agree with you on that, Rick. But a fractured femur, and $60 million will keep you from moving like that. Unfortunately, like with that injury, and
So
when you
pretty
watch
much
all
you
of when
saying so pretty much you
I'm
saying
saying.
he turned into a pussy. Is that what you saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've seen that happen. We've seen that happen with all these quarterbacks when they have those type of injuries. When you watch the evolution of the running quarterback, when they set him down, when they set down any of these running quarterbacks, it stops. You look at what happens with Lamar. Lamar don't run the ball like that no more. He don't
I
run the
just
ball
watched
the
Lamar
same way.
running up. He's not
But
running.
it's
He's not running
the
like he
way he
was like a
was.
running back. But Lamar was
Yeah,
running, getting them 5 and 6 yards.
because
Against
he
Detroit, he
can.
was
He
running,
can.
picking up the first
Yeah.
down. He's not running like he was to take off and
No.
run for 30 and 40. But he's getting the small. He kept the chains moving forward,
Right,
and that's what we need
right.
from that. I don't need him to take off.
Do you see? But do you see? For one, Lamar has that speed to do that. He just not.
True,
He could do that every play if he want to. With Dak
true.
be humping down the field, dog. The Dak be chugging, man. Like when you see him run, he's laboring, man. Like you can. He looks
But that
paranoid
ain't
when
what
he.
he's saying, though, man.
Yeah,
But
I don't need him to. I don't need him to
He
get down the
don't
field
need
like
him to
that.
do. He don't need him to be at, man. He just need him to. If the pocket's breaking down, let me
Mhm.
hold up. Let me get over here and get 3 or 4.
Go get,
Like
Yeah,
for instance, like at Tony Pollard, the pocket broke down. He used his feet, got outside of the pocket, found Tony, and that was one of our biggest plays of the game. That's
it
all
was.
we talking about. That's all we
That
Yeah,
was our
want Dak
biggest
to
play.
do
That
is
was our
to play
biggest play of the
football,
season.
man. Don't sit in there in that pocket
yeah.
holding the ball all along, holding and waiting to see somebody open. Move your feet, get out of there. If I can
Get out
only
of.
get 2 yards on here, or if I can get out of the pocket and throw it away and live to
You
see
you
another down, let's do that. We ain't
right.
you
talking
make it.
about Michael Vick
You giving
or
more time for you giving more time for CD now. You extending the play, letting CD get more
yeah,
open. Maybe Cooks can
yeah,
get deeper down. You got
yeah,
Let's
yeah. They
let's
gonna
move that
play. They
ball.
gonna play off of you. They gonna play
Yeah,
off that.
I
And
And
agree.
see,
I
and
agree.
that's a good point though, because then that takes him out of thinking.
thinking. Yes,
Yeah, you need him to play
And then
unconscious.
he's
You need him
just
to play
playing
unconscious.
football. He's out there playing
Yeah.
football. He's just reacting and moving. That's what Dak needs to be, man. He's more successful when he does that. Rick is not saying be Michael Vick, the Vick
yes,
experience
not
or
at all.
whatever. He's not saying do
Not
that,
at
man.
all.
He's saying when it's time to use your legs, when the pocket's breaking down or it's something that you don't see there, get out of there
Get
and
out.
use your feet then.
He
Shit,
just
right.
did.
even if you pick up 2 and slide, that's all we
That's
want.
all. That's all. I'd rather you gain that 2 than lose 3.
Yeah.
Man, I,
I mean,
Sack,
I agree
fumble,
with
with
that.
all that.
I agree. I agree with that totally. I do. But you have to think about the quarterback that you like
but, but
for
but
him
with him doing that,
to play that
my
type of
bad, Terry.
unconscious. Oh, you go ahead.
I'm gonna cut you off. My bad. But
Go ahead.
he with him running and scrambling like that, he had Khalil Mack and Bosa off a little, they was a little quiet. They couldn't just pin their ears back and run. Now you got Aaron Donald, do the same. Keep them off track. Come on, man. Come on. I like you said, I don't want you to be Vic. I don't want you to be Lamar. I just want progress. Just 2 yards, 4 yards. Get the first down. Move the chains. Let the defense rest. We running out there, him dropping back. We're going 3 and out. 3 and out. Come on,
Yeah.
let's get everybody involved.
Well,
And you was even calling
all,
for it. You was calling for it last game, Terry, the read option. He
Yep.
scored
I've
off of
always
his
loved
feet.
him. Yeah, but see, that all of that comes with being able to run the ball too, and that's where it starts from. You know, to ask Dak to move like that would be you're asking for chaos almost. You're asking for the pocket to break down for him to be his most effective. That's why I say I'm okay with him. He has to get better in the pocket because for
Wow.
you to be effective, to have the pocket to break down for you to be effective, you're essentially saying that you need chaos in order to be your best. And no NFL quarterback should have to play like that. You know,
No,
no
he
NFL
just
quarterback play
needs.
for you to be your best. For you to be your best, you need the pocket to break down for you to roll out. You got to know you're asking, or either you're saying you need him
Then tell the
to know
offensive coordinator to make some rollout plays. Do some naked bootlegs. Do some
a
shit
lot
to
of boots, a lot of boots, a lot of
yeah,
boots. I'm with that
yeah.
rollouts. I'm
Move
with
some
that,
shit
and
around.
that's fine. That's fine. Like I'm with that. If that's what you want to do, those design rollouts is fine. But I don't want him also scrambling and running around a lot too, because that leads to holding calls. That leads to interceptions. Also,
We getting all of that without him running. We getting the whole
Right.
we
Seven.
getting
He got how many
we getting all of
interceptions
that.
he got, man? He got 4 interceptions. How many he got? 4?
Four.
Terry, man.
Four.
He had three against San Francisco.
And he had
Terry,
one that other game.
He had one in Arizona. He
hey
had one in
man,
Arizona. He had one in
Yeah,
hey
Arizona.
that's
man.
4.
Hey, it's sickening.
I
It's
ain't
sick.
seen not one with him running out of the pocket.
It's sickening, man, to hear all these excuses for this cat that's been doing it for so long, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
agree.
I mean,
I agree.
this
Yeah,
dude's
man.
been doing it too long for us to keep laying these excuses down for this nigga, man.
I agree.
I mean,
I
we
agree.
keep
I
on
totally
making
agree.
the same excuses for Dak, man, and talking about what he should do. What, man, he knows that dude's been doing this for 7 to 8 years, man. Why are we still making excuses for this
I mean,
nigga
I
about
just
what
think
we
it's
need to put
charity.
around him, what the coach needs to make it easier for him, what we need to do to make the game. Dude, why doesn't he know what to do, man?
Ain't no wrong with making the game easier for him.
I mean, I get that, but why are we still talking about we need to do this to make him successcul?
Yeah.
We've been trying to do this shit.
Does Terry want a high-powered
for 6,
offense?
7 years.
Look, we trying to learn a new offense. You remember that? We trying to learn a new offense. We trying to learn a new offense. We got a new play caller. We got a new play caller. You remember all that? We got a new play caller.
The scheming them up. That's
what we trying to
I'm
do.
good with them just game managing, man. Like just how Cooper Rush was, but he's way better. Be that and better. Just be better.
I mean, I agree.
I'm just saying, we need our defense to step up. I don't know why you don't understand, man. Like, of course, we can get the explosive games where Dak throws for 4 touchdowns. We understand he can do that, but we're not counting on that to be the norm.
But look, I'll take 4 touchdowns with 198 yards. I'll take 4 touchdowns with 170 yards because that tells me either A, we ran the ball well, either we were able to run the ball to put us in good positions, or either our defense made turnovers and left us in good positions. I just want to capitalize. That's all I want, is to capitalize off the defensive play. So if our defense puts us in position 4 times on the opponent's side of the field, and I get 4 touchdowns, I'm okay with that. I don't need you to throw for 400 yards. I'm not asking Dak to throw for 400 yards. I'm just asking him to score. Help put the ball in the end zone. I'm okay with everything. Put the ball in the end zone. That's all I want you to do.
I'm cool with winning 9-3.
I mean, yeah, I am too. I mean, ultimately, but again, as the same thing I preached when
if we can go 9-3, that lets me know my defense was dominant and held these teams to 3. That means regardless of whoever stepped on the field, our defense was physical and beat them up. They got 3 points.
That is not sustainable. That is not sustainable in today's NFL. That's like me asking. That's the equivalent of me asking for a high-powered offense. At this point, that's what that is. It's not sustainable in today's NFL because 9 points ain't gonna win. It's gonna come a game. You're gonna need more than 9 points to win a game.
Okay,
it's just gonna happen.
So what about San Francisco? You felt like their defense is solid, right? And you felt like their offense was solid, right?
I think it's solid. Yeah, it's solid. It's solid.
I'm saying you were saying that when we run into one of them type of offenses, and
they drop 42 on us.
Okay, but what about the games they lost though? What about the games they lost though? What did they drop on them?
Well, again, is that either as a testament to the other team's physicality or a testament to the lack of ours?
Okay, now we're getting there somewhere. So just because you want 4 touchdowns don't mean that on the other side might be a defense that don't want this, that's going to prevent you from getting those. Because you just you done said San Francisco offense, you felt going in is better than ours. So when they ran up against the defense, what happened to them? What happened to them with that offense?
I mean, they stuttered. But
I'm saying, what happened to them? Like, what happened to them?
They ran up against another physical
team. Putting unrealistic expectations on our offense with a quarterback that's been there for 8 years, who we know we can't give them we can't make them we can't have them throwing it 30, 40 times and trying to get 4 or 5 touchdowns, man.
I think it's a false equivalency.
It's got to be our defense.
I think it's a false equivalency, Dre, because I've seen our offense put up 50 points. I've seen our offense put up 50 points.
And go right out of the playoffs early.
We led the league in points. We were topping. We've been topping scoring for the last couple of years. And I get what you're saying.
What did it get us?
That dude and scheme is gone. That dude and scheme is gone.
And what did it get us? What did it get us?
Nothing, but having a lights out defense ain't getting us nothing either. Because
so what's the definition of insane? So what's the definition of insane?
Doing the
Doing the
same thing,
same
expecting
thing
different results.
over and over and expecting different results. That's what you're talking about right now. You
Yeah,
want another
true.
high-powered offense to go out in the same divisional game that we've been going out in.
I want our offense.
Something's got to be different in order for us to break through.
I want our offense
Got
to
to
match our
be that
defense.
defense.
I want to be.
It's
I want
got
to
to
be
be
a
the
complete
D.
team. To ask to be a complete team is not. I don't think that's asking too much. I want our offense to match our defense.
But
I'm
when
not
the
saying defense
offense,
can't win the game. I'm not saying defense
but
can't win the game.
but when the
I'm just saying I want
offense is
our offense
playing
to help.
complementary football, when they're managing it, keeping the defense to where they fresh and stuff like that, managing the time of possession, running the ball. You know, might get 3 here, might get explosive play here and there. To me, that's a balanced team right there.
Okay, so it's
You
0-0.
want
It's 0 to
see what
0,
you
Dre.
see. This is what you want. You want the Emmett years when we had that
Oh,
solid D and Troy Aikman in them. We can put 50. We'll beat you 56-10. We don't have
and
that, bruh.
and we
We
were a
don't
dynasty.
have
And we
that,
were a
bruh.
dynasty at that
We
moment.
don't
We don't have.
have that, bruh. We don't have that.
So
We
are you
don't have
saying that?
that.
Are you saying a good off? Are you saying you have to have defense to win a championship in the NFL now? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying our team. Our team, the
Our
focal
team.
point has
Okay.
to be the
Our
defense
team.
in order for us to take this somewhere because of what we're
So
dealing with at QB.
so it's 0-0 in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left in the game. Defense has done all that it can. If we don't put up points, then do you blame the defense or the offense? If we don't put up points and we lose by 3, do you
Okay.
blame the defense or the offense?
So
Offense.
last year we had the number.
Offense in that situation has to win their
our
game.
statistics last year? We was one of the best offensive teams in the
I was going to say
NFL last year, right?
the
We was the
last 2 or
number.
3 years.
Okay. And guess who we blame? Guess who we blame? We blame the offense. We blame the offense. So we trying to change that, bruh. We trying to change that, man.
And
I'm
I get
saying
it. And I get
I'm
that.
saying we
We have
had
been
the.
a bend don't
You
break
said we had
defense
the
for a
top
long
offense, the
time.
top scoring offense last year. We was tops for the last 2 or 3 years, and every time we went up against a physical team, a top offense got us put out.
The top
Exit right.
offense got our put. Okay, so again, with the top defense and a bottom feeding offense, we're still going to be in the same spot. It's going to be the same story.
No.
Unless
Hold on. Because we're trying to switch it up. We're not trying to be the number 1 ranked offense in the NFL. We're trying to be game managers at this point. We're not trying to be the number 1 offense in the NFL like the previous years. We're trying to take some of that responsibility off of that. That's the difference in this, bruh. So
but never once have I ever asked, Dre. But never once have I asked us to be a top. I don't want us to be a top. I don't need us to be a top offense. I'm just asking for our offense to match our defense. Our offense to give something to our defense. I don't want us to be a top offense. I don't need 50 points a game. I don't need 40 a game. But if our defense puts us in position in the red to put us in the if our defense is giving us great field position on the opposing team side of the field majority of the game, and we have 10 offensive possessions in 3 quarters, and we only put up 6 points, I'm not happy with that. I'm just not happy with that.
You
The
know,
same way it
and
was against San Francisco. That San Francisco game in the first half wasn't as lopsided as we think it really was. When you look at the drives, when you look at the drives as far as possessions, they went 4 possessions without scoring, but we also went 4 possessions without
They was
scoring.
already
5.
winning.
They were up by a touchdown at that point, dog.
What
They weren't up big. They weren't up big, dog. Like when you
they
look at
was
that
all
game,
they came out and they was winning from the first time they touched the ball. They was
and then
winning.
they didn't score again for like 4 drives. That's what I'm saying. Like when you like watching that game, it looks differently than what you'll see as far as the possessions. We had possessions in that game. We had turnovers in that game. We just couldn't score points. And eventually that led to us getting our asses kicked
we had
because
one
we couldn't score
turnover.
points. We had 1 turnover, but that was before they went on that run. They came out hot. They came out 1 drive hot. But look, if you look at the possession, John, if you have your iPad, If you have your
When
iPad
we
right now, look at those
when we
possessions for
got
us.
that turnover, what happened?
We turned it over, didn't we? Or did we score? I can't remember. And that was a blur. You get hit in your face one too many times. At night's a little foggy for me. But John, if you have your
Dak
iPad,
threw one. Dak threw one.
Dak threw an interception or you threw a touchdown.
Interception.
I remember. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. Like we have to be able to
Okay,
capitalize
so
on.
what's that got to do with the? I'm saying, what does that have to do
That's what
with?
I'm.
It could have
But
been
that's
the
what I'm
right
saying.
play call. It could have been a great scheme. It could have been all of that. What
Right.
happened after we got that turnover? Dak threw an
Okay.
interception, bro.
Okay, and I get that, but that's what I'm saying.
Then they went
No
up
matter
14
what our
nothing.
no matter what our defense does, that's what I'm telling you. So with the scheme that we have right now, no matter what our defense does, we're still going to lose because of our offense. That's what you're basically saying. No matter what our defense, here we give the ball
Nah,
back to you.
that's
You're gonna
not
turn
what
it
I'm
over.
saying. That's not what I'm saying. If Dak is taking care of the football right there instead of turning it over and we drive down the field and we get three, say we get three, it's 7-3 instead
Right.
of 14-0.
And then it's 14-3. It's still 14-3
No, it's not
instead
no
of it being
14-3. No, it's not.
7-14.
No, it's not, because after we get the turnover, Dak turns it over right there around the red zone area on their side of the field, and they go up 14-0. If we drive down the field methodically right there, and say we only get three out of the deal, that keeps we get to kick the ball off. The defense gets to get out there and reset themselves. Maybe they more energized. They ain't pushed back out and defend the goal line. And maybe it's 7-3 going into half, and it's a different ball game.
I'm with you, Dre. I'll accept. What would lead you to believe we would drive down the field methodically? What
I'm saying is, in that game, yeah, I agree with you, Rick, but I'm
Yeah.
saying that's what our game plan
Okay.
needs to be in each game. That's what our game plan. So if that was our game plan going in to the game, and we running the ball and all that, we know they were more physical than us and they punked us out and all that. But I'm just giving the hypothetical of
coming up in another game after another. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with that, and that's why before that game, I was scared or worried because
you were.
They're physical. And our game plan is what you said, methodically drive down. But I just didn't see us being able to methodically do it against somebody physical. And that had me a little nervous.
Okay, so look, Dre, and I want to put this in respect because I asked John for the stats. So I'm about to go through the stats with you. First drive, touchdown. Next drive, punt Dallas. Next drive, punt. Well, no, let's go through this. So touchdown, punt.
You gotta give them too.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm giving San Francisco had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drives. Out of 5 drives, they scored twice. Out of our first 5 drives, we had 1, 2, 3, 4. We scored on our 5th drive also. That's what I'm saying. They scored twice. We scored once. So when you look at the possessions, they scored a touchdown came out hot, touchdown. We came out, punted the ball. They came out, punted the ball. We punted the ball. They punted the ball. We fumbled. They fumbled. We punted.
Fumbled.
They fumbled. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They fumbled. That's what I'm saying. But we have these possessions.
Right back and punt.
But their fumble was on the 1 or 2 or 3. They was on their go. Our fumble was all the way back on ours.
Look, but I get that. But what I'm saying, like I understand that we are matching them in this. But all I'm saying is that the defense is doing what you are asking, which is keeping the other team out of the end zone. So even with that said, they scored once. Then they had 4 next possessions with no points at all. None at all. That is 4 possessions, though. Like in an NFL game, in the NFL, those 4 possessions, you have to be able to score points within 4 drives in the NFL in order to be successful.
Look at your second.
Against a good team, you will have to do that.
Look at your second quarter. Look at
the second quarter. The second quarter was rough. It was rough. It was rough. It's bad. It's real bad.
My point is, it's 21-10 in the second quarter. We're
Seven.
still not out of it. So it's not like
I agree.
it's not like they didn't do anything in the first quarter. They didn't do anything after that.
Yeah, that's what. But I guess what I'm saying is that when our defense is giving a ball,
Yeah, that's kind of his point, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like when our defense is
even if we'd have scored,
you the ball.
Even if we'd have scored twice, and them times he's saying we putting it, we didn't do shit. Second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, we didn't do shit.
But you know why? You know why? Because we were done with the first quarter. It looked like we packed it in after that. After they scored a couple times, like we packed it in. We got hit in our mouth and took our ball and went home, dog. That's what we did. We gave up. Bro, there's no way you tell me if we score our first 3 drives and get them down 21-7, and that same, just hypothetically speaking, you can't tell me that we go up 21-7, we end up losing that game 42. We 42 to 21. If we go up 21-7 on any team, we are a play ahead team. Our defense plays better when our offense gives them room to pin their ears back and go. It's always been like that. It's been like that. Our defense plays better when we score points. Because then the energy is contagious, bro. Whenever we score points, our defense have always played great. And it should be vice versa. Our offense needs to play with the same energy.
So what about against the Chargers, man? What about against the Chargers? They kind of did the same thing San Fran did. They scored on us first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying. So how did that game? I'm saying, but Rick said we both soft, and I agree with him on that. But I'm just saying that's kind of how you want this thing to work when it comes to offense and defense. I'm saying that's how we want it to work.
Correct. I just want to offense to reward our defense.
And you know what? And you know the thing about it as well, Terry, is that seeing our offense and seeing things that we're doing on offense actually says to me that McCarthy is trying to help Dak not blow the game.
I agree.
So
I agree with.
I think a lot of his conservative calling is because he doesn't want Dak to do too much and blow the game.
And I totally agree with you. But we've said that.
But that's why.
But you keep wanting him to put it in his hands,
right? That's
to
why
blow the game.
That's why
I'm not asking him.
But that's why those big points and them 30-point explosions and 40-point explosions won't happen because he's slowing shit up. So Dak doesn't fuck it up.
I don't need an explosion. That's what I'm saying. I don't need it to be. We can score 4 touchdowns over 4 quarters. I don't need that. I don't need 4 touchdowns back to back to back. I don't need that. All I need is 4 touchdowns.
Saying that. We just saying
give me 1 a quarter. Give me 1 a quarter.
I'm okay with 1 quarter, man. You think we're gonna go the whole game without a field goal?
Terry, you won't get a team. That. This isn't a 30 a game average team you're looking at, man.
It's not. Right. It's not. I agree. It's not.
I think we only average like 20. What is it? Let me check it out real quick.
With the talent, talent-wise, before you look at it, Dre, talent-wise, if you look at this paper on talent, what do y'all think this team averages? If you look at our team, don't know what I'm saying, what we should have. So I'm asking, when you look at the Dallas Cowboys offense, how many points do you assume? How many points would you assume us to score a game?
I don't know because I don't know how to judge Gallup anymore. Shit, I don't know if we're playing with any more than a wide receiver and a half.
So our offense is a question mark now.
Doesn't matter.
Is our offense a question mark?
25 points a game, but of course that's with the defense helping.
Look, to be honest, man, Gallup and Cook been a question mark since the season. Gallup and Cook they really haven't developed like we thought, have they?
Nope.
Nah. Tight ends haven't developed to what we thought.
Nope.
And our running game ain't doing what we expected.
Nope.
Yeah, that's true. Totally right. I think if that running game pick up, man, things can change for us.
I think that 120%.
I
I think if
agree.
our running
I
game
agree.
pick
I'm with
up,
you there
a
too.
lot of the offensive pick up.
I
I
agree.
think we'll be able to score in the red zone more, and I think we can open up play action and get Cooks behind some people if we could run the ball.
Yeah.
Stop making these dumb mental
Right.
mistakes.
So
And use Dottle, man. Like for real, man. Is Rico hurt?
I thought Rico's hurt.
yeah, Rico's hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rico's
Yeah,
hurt.
I need him
I
to
think-
get back out there, man. So
Nah,
who
he
how
was
do
our
y'all-
backup last? Who played last week as backup?
Who was it? Shit. That's 2 weeks ago, man.
Did Deuce get out
Nah,
there?
Deuce didn't
No,
play.
Deuce didn't.
play.
Deuce
Nah,
didn't dress.
He didn't dress.
So I know Tony
Correct.
didn't carry the
No,
full
It
load,
wasn't
did he?
Malik, wasn't it? It was Malik, wasn't it? Was it Malik? Did we go get Malik?
No,
Did we go get was Malik back?
No,
Man,
I
what
kind of
else
thought
we got?
Donald took
I
some
thought
snaps.
Rico was out there.
Yeah, I
thought
did
Rico
too.
played.
No, I don't think he did. I think he's hurt. I can't tell you what I ate
Man,
for
let me
lunch
look
2
it
days
up,
ago.
man. I ain't
can't
got
tell you
time.
what
No,
I'm
I
thinking he
I'll
did.
be,
I
I'll
thought
be
Donald
high,
played
bro.
a couple snaps. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I'll be high. I don't know, though. I don't know. You know what I mean? I can't remember. You know, because that night I was a little drunk, too.
Good for
So,
you.
you know, a lot of that be a blur.
Yeah,
I just be happy. Y'all are good for you. I was, yeah. I don't know why you didn't. I don't know why you didn't. Rick, you talking
Box
about doing
score.
making our official drink?
Yeah, Donald
You do
played.
to get our official drink making?
Dowdle played.
Donald
Yeah,
played.
3 carries,
He got
12
3 carries
yards.
for 12 yards.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew I seen him out there.
And Cook flashed a little bit last week, so hopefully
That's-
he, getting his feet
That's
wet.
4 yards a pop. You need more than 3 carries if you're getting 4 a pop.
Yeah, agreed.
3 carries is the first down.
Averaging.
Yeah, man.
If you're
Yeah,
averaging
agreed.
man.
If you're averaging 4
Yeah.
a pop, 3 carries is first down. You need more carries.
Shit, that's more than what Tony's averaging. A pop.
Yeah.
Right. So question, fellas. So moving along, how do y'all feel about Micah Parsons' comments this week on his podcast regarding Philadelphia being the best team and then being special? I'll pull up the exact quote. His exact quote. Let me pull it up. Were y'all aware of it? Did y'all hear it?
Nah.
Okay, so on his podcast this week, he says the Eagles week.
You breaking up, Terry.
He said, "Was
Yeah,
it
you break-
special?"
You breaking
Hear me?
up. Nah.
You
Say it
breaking
again.
up.
Y'all
What
hear
you
me now?
doing? Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, we
It's
good now.
probably his raggedy ass iPhone. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. So, Michael Parsons on his podcast this week, he said, regardless of what people say, no one has stopped their tush push yet. He's basically saying Devontae Smith could be a number 1 receiver. AJ Brown's a number 1 receiver. Man, it's just special to see. Their offensive line, Jason Kelsey, Hall of Famer. Lane Johnson will be a Hall of Famer. They're very special. I don't believe they have any weaknesses on their team. That was his exact quote this week. How do you feel about hearing that coming from your star defensive player?
Michael needs to just be quiet sometimes, dog.
I agree. But with that,
I
So-
mean,
that-
I agree.
With
This
this-
guy needs to be quiet. But with that being said, I kind of agree with him.
I ain't even gonna say I agree with him. I'm just glad he didn't give them no bulletin board material.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, look, when you look at their line, when you look at the linebackers, when you look at the running back depth, the wide receiver depth, they're solid. Their offensive line, they're solid.
Man, fuck
They
them.
are.
I mean, it is what it is.
And see, that's why I am.
Y'all
See,
already
that's why I
skipping
am.
over the Rams, man. Like we trying to take care of the Rams. See, that's what our
Well-
issue is.
Well, no,
We
I'm
look
asking
over
about his
Arizona,
comments.
looking
Well,
at
he
San
speaks-
Fran, and
Well, he speaks about that team. We have to address it. That's his. I mean, he said that this week. That was on his podcast this week. So that in itself has to be addressed.
That don't make them non-beatable now. I mean,
I-
shit. We
I think
knock
we
them
can
off.
beat 'em.
We knock them off once a year at least now.
Yeah, I think we will beat them. I think we will beat them. You know what I mean? I think we're gonna split with them this
So
year. I think we'll.
see, that's what I'm saying, dog. That's how Cowboys. That's what we do, dog. Like
No, I'm just thinking, bro. It's a rivalry. It's a rivalry, just like
we
we
win
can.
a close 2017 game, then we get off the bye week, and then now we can beat everybody again, man.
No, I
like,
mean, I
like, come on, dog. And then look, and then if you lose to such and such, then we like, nah, I don't know, man. I think that's gonna be like the psychology of us, man, is crazy, dog. Like we gotta take
Well,
it one game at a
it's
time.
nuts. It's nuts.
yeah. Well, I had a split
But
with
I
the
believe
Eagles.
that with the
I
rivalry
had
game
a
with the
split with the
Eagles, it's
Eagles from the
different.
beginning. I'm gonna keep it there anyway.
Yeah, I would love to
Yeah, I
sweep,
think so
but
too. I'm split
I'm
with them too.
split
That's
with
a
them
rivalry
too.
game.
Shit.
No, I don't
And
see
they
no
get ready to
sweep. No,
be
I don't
at
see no
home.
sweep. But it's a rivalry game, just like Washington plays
Hey,
us.
hey, Dre.
But Washington
Hey,
plays us hard every year.
hey, Dre. You know your man Terry likes to throw that bait out there, man. Why you letting him throw that bait around like that, man?
I'm just saying, man.
I ain't
I
doing.
ain't even
I ain't
worried.
doing that though.
I ain't even worried about the Eagles or none of that shit right now. I'm still on watching this motherfucker Cooper Cup on this option route and motherfucking drag. I can't get that out of my head right now. And Aaron Donald coming up the middle. Get your money worth, Zach.
This other possible rookie of the year, Puka, nigga. Number two.
What you call it? What you call it?
A possible,
What's his name?
a Puka nigga, whatever his name is, a possible rookie of the year. I know that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, when I look,
I'm straight.
they've
I'm
been
straight
playing.
on. you know, I don't know. Like Terry said, man. Long as we like keep the explosive plays down, I think we'll be good in this game.
I mean,
You
but
know,
in the games I watch with them, they ain't really going for explosive plays. They
they just driving it. Yeah.
They gashing you.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
exactly what they doing. They gashing you. They gonna hit you for 15, 9, 12. They just methodically marching with
Run it back,
I
pop
got you.
five
I ain't peeped them. I ain't really peeped them,
yeah,
so I don't
dash
know
yeah.
you
what they
again for
do.
I
15.
didn't watch them twice. Yeah, yeah. I ain't really worried about the big plays, but with that, it lets me know that the more they drive it, the more chances we got to get a turnover. I'm with the turnovers.
Yeah, because
I'm with
it
that.
looks like they got they're seventh. They ranked seventh in passing yards with 253 average. Point score is only 22 for ranked 11th. And you can pass against them.
Right.
209.
Yeah.
That's why I said feed the whale. He can eat all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, and it's kind of asinine, like with our wide receivers, man. Like we got to get them, get all of them the ball. Like, I mean, I don't understand Michael Gallup at this point. Like, he has to have some good games now. Like he's what year is he in now? Ooh.
5. He should be in 5, ain't he? 5
Yeah,
or
he's
6.
in 5.
4,
He's in 5.
5.
5 or 6. I know he's past 4 because CD's
Yeah,
in 4, right?
I need him to
CD's
come
in 3
on,
now.
but at the same time, though, I don't know if it's QB not being able to look his way or whatever it is, but we got to get all of our receivers. Like, we got to spread that ball around, man.
Well, Gallup is a possession receiver. That's what Gallup is. He's a possession receiver. If he
Hey,
was,
Rick.
technically, when I watch Gallup's game, he should be 6'4". He should be 6'4", 6'4", 220. Like he's that guy. He's like a Juju. He's a small Juju. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna go run past nobody. He's just gonna go grab the ball.
Hey,
That's what
Rick,
he's there for.
what you say the problem was
With who?
with Gallup?
What I say?
Can't get no separation.
Get no separation.
And he ain't. He ain't. But he's physical and can take the 50-50 ball.
That's why I always said you gotta give it to him. Them slants are them screens right there to allow him to use his physicality. You gotta get him the ball quick.
Hey, though, man. He dropped a touchdown. He dropped a touchdown off his hands last game, man.
He did.
He did.
He
He
dropped
did.
that touchdown. That was yeah.
He showed it. Yeah,
He
But
did.
you know,
sure did.
And I
I
talk
would shoot
about Dak.
Chanel.
I talk about Dak being inaccurate,
And
but he
he hit
dropped
him.
a dime on that pass in
He
between
hit him.
two people, in between two defenders down the seam. He dropped a dot, and he dropped it. Yeah, yeah.
So who do you think drops more balls, him or CD?
Well, I say CD because he get more opportunity.
He get more opportunities. I agree,
I
but
ain't
didn't
really
CD
seen.
lead
I
the
ain't really seen CD drop nothing.
CD led the league in drops. When did he lead the league in drops?
I'm talking
Was it
about
last
this
year?
year.
Well, this year ain't none of our receivers really been fed the ball over and over. Ain't none of them really. There's been no consistency as far as feeding any receiver the ball this year.
Was that a couple of years ago? Like 2 years ago, he led the league in drops.
Yeah, it was like a year or two ago. I know it was something like that, man. All these years
Might
stop
be
running.
2
I'm
years.
saying what
Yeah.
CD's gonna lead in whatever categories with the receivers because he's getting more opportunities.
He should. This year, I don't think he is he? I mean, for the receivers, I guess he is. But overall, like, he ain't getting great opportunities this year. We ain't really feeding the ball to him this year. I don't think we
But
have any consistency giving
but
our receivers the ball at
more
all.
than the other receivers. He's
Oh,
he's
yeah,
getting
yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
target. He's getting more targets than the other receivers.
Yeah,
I agree.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
I agree.
What's your prediction for this week? What's the score and the impact player, offense and defense?
I'm gonna go 24-16 Cowboys. My offensive player, Tony Pollard. I feel like he go over 100, get a touchdown. And defense, I'm gonna go Old Diggy Zua.
Shout out Diggy. Shout out Diggy last game,
I
boy.
like Pollard, my offensive player. I think he's gonna get a touch or two. Actually, I like the game record to cause all kind of fucking havoc this week. I like him to be on staff with like a tick on the dog. I think the score is somewhere around 28-22. You might get close to 30 this week, Terry.
Okay. What you got, Rick?
I got 24-17. I was going with Pollard, but just to be different than the other two, I will go with CD. I was gonna go with Dakota, but I go with CD. I take CD. And on the defense, Bland. Step up.
Okay.
Glenn been balling though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bland playing good ball.
Yeah.
I'm
I just know
realistic.
it's some nice receivers out there, and it's his time to shine on some good receivers. And they'll look quick. He's a look quick. Make a play. Because Stafford gonna give him opportunities. Stafford gonna give you a chance to intercept that ball. You just gotta take advantage when he throw it.
But
My bad, sir. I didn't mean to cut you off.
But you're right. As a defensive back, you're licking your chops for the best wide receivers in the country to show what you got. So
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So realistically, my realistic score this week, I'm kind of torn. Realistically, I see a 24-14 game, or even it's 24-14 or 17-7, somewhere in that range. So I'm kind of torn, but you know, the fan in me, the dumb fan in me is gonna say 31-14. But the realistic score is going to be 24-14. That's what I'm gonna go with this week. I'm torn between 17-7 and 24-14, but I'm gonna go with 24-14 this week. And the impact player on offense I'm gonna be different. So I'm gonna go with Jake Ferguson. On offense and defense. I'm going to go with Bell, Marquise Bell this week. That's what I'm gonna go with. Shout out to the young guy, man. He's been playing ball. You know what I mean? And that at the linebacker position, he's been a much needed boost.
Yes.
To our linebacker position. So I'm gonna go with Marquise Bell this week.
And he's physical.
He's
He's very
physical. He
physical.
plays
Very
downhill.
physical. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that, man. I love that he goes.
A youthful physicalness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like he's gonna run
Yeah.
through you. He's trying to run through you. He's
yeah,
trying
the
to run
Yeah.
young
through you.
blood. You got the young blood.
And
Him,
you know
him,
what I
him,
like
Yes,
about
sir.
him? What I like about
at,
him
at
is
last
that he
game, him and
wraps up.
Diggy was our two best defensive players for the most part, and they both was physical and dominant.
I agree. I agree.
And what I like about Bell is that he wraps up when he tackles too. You know, the league has turned into a lot of
Hot
shoulder
flash.
tackling and push
Yeah.
tackling and push tackling. It's like flag football, a little bit physical flag. It's the same shit that we played growing up in the street. You know, tackle on the sidelines type shit. But Bill, he wraps up. And like I said, he plays downhill. He makes tackles for loss. He makes tackle for losses at that linebacker position, which is something that we need right now. So I fucks with the young dude, man. I want
And
to see
he
him continue.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just want to continue to see him ball out, man. Like honestly, I just want to continue to see him ball out, man, because he's what we need. He's not the traditional outside linebacker, as far as size wise. You know what I mean? But you know, he plays fast and he plays physical, which
Yeah,
turn well.
I like his awareness, man. He's fast to the spot as well. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I like his defense awareness.
I
I
got another
definitely
question
agree.
before we get off here. Do y'all think we make any moves for
I
trade
was just
deadline?
about to ask. Oh, I was just about to say that. What moves need to be made?
Man, I'd like to, but with Jerry's resume and his track record, he doesn't make moves during free agency. I'm going to say no because of that. I would like to though.
And who would you like to get? Who would you like to see? From the rumors, from all the rumors. So you
From
have rumored, we
from all
rumored Surtain, we rumored Devontae, we rumored Derrick Henry. Um, what else? What else did I see? I even heard Daniil Hunter. I've heard Daniil Hunter's name out there. What out of what you've heard, just the rumors. What would you like? What would you like to see?
from all the rumors, I would like to see more of a certain type of player. Like to say you bring a Devontae in, you still got Dakota throwing the ball. Does that really help a whole lot? I mean, you know, it's a
Right.
talent. He's got a talent, so you get him the ball and let players make plays, but can we get him the ball? I would rather bring a certain in and shore up that defense and do what we've all been talking about Dak doing, just managing the game and letting that defense, close out victories for us.
I don't know
So if you
why
had
they
one,
why I can't be go ahead, my fault.
no, I was saying no. I was gonna ask something. Go ahead and tell you. Go ahead. What you was gonna say, brother?
Nah, I was trying to figure out my video why it went away.
Okay. Yeah, but you've been there for a little while too. Um, I ideally because I see teams make moves to shore up their team and making veteran moves to make them better in a win now situation. And it kind of when it comes to trades, it kind of frustrates me to see teams get better for nothing. Like when I look at how the Eagles can make these trades with that Kevin Byard, regardless that Kevin Byard move was a good move, dog.
It
Kevin
was
Byard,
solid.
It was
that was a
solid.
solid move,
That
man.
was
So when I
solid.
see that, yeah, when I see that, I'm like, damn, man, what the hell is keeping us from doing some shit like that? And then
Solid.
they just got Will Compton too, which is a solid addition too,
Solid.
man. Now look,
Okay, so what you
why
want
I
us
don't
to do? What do you want
I
us
would
to
like
do,
us
man?
in a perfect world situation. In a perfect world situation, I would have Derrick Henry. I would go get Derrick Henry, but I know we ain't gonna pay him, so I would go get Derrick Henry. Perfect world, and go get another edge rusher and go like I wouldn't mind a Daniil Hunter. I wouldn't mind a Daniil Hunter at this point to help move other pieces around. If we can at this point without Trayvon, if we can get more pressure on the quarterback, it will allow our corners to play more free to where they don't have to cover for such a long time, which will help with the drag routes, which will help with quarterbacks having happy feet back there. Because if you had another edge rusher to play opposite Tank to where you can move Micah around a lot more, with the team that we have, I don't think it will help our cornerback situation out a lot to where Bland doesn't have to cover for so long or Steph don't have to move around so much. So I wouldn't mind another edge rusher along with Derrick Henry. I don't think a wide receiver is going to really matter. I need thunder and lightning again, man, because Pollard was at his best when he was able to not when he didn't have to carry the load. We need a physical runner in those short down situations. Even though we have Hunter Lukey, which we should give the ball to a lot more, I honestly believe that a Derrick Henry would help Tony Pollard be more successful because now you have to worry about the between the tackles because Pollard's just not a between the tackle runner right now. Like he's just not
I
anymore.
mean, give Rico
So
the ball more.
Yeah, but Rico's not a power back. Rico's not a power back
But he
either.
runs physical, though.
He does run physical, but it's different when you see 6'3", 230 coming through that hole than it is seeing 5'11", 210. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
At 6'3", at 6'3",
Derrick
240 make a
Henry's
difference.
best years is behind him.
You just
He ain't
described me.
We need him to spell. We need him to spell Tony. We don't need him to be running back one. We just need a running back two.
What you gonna give up to get him? You gonna want him to be? You gonna pay a ransom.
That's right.
He's not getting them for free, and the ransom that you pay, I've been watching his productivity ain't what it was to give up that much.
Has there been any rumors on what he was or what the Titans want? On what the Titans want for him? Because they're giving away their whole team. They're giving away everybody. They traded away 2 players in the last week. In the last 2 days, they traded away 2 players.
But there's been rumors that Henry ain't going nowhere though.
Yeah. I mean, but his name wouldn't be out there if he wasn't. Like Henry can move for the right price, but I just don't believe if they know that I think that they might be in get something while they can mode. This is the best thing. This year will probably be the best year they're gonna have to get anything for Derrick Henry at this point. It's not gonna get any better.
Go on and bite the bullet and pull a Kansas City Chiefs. Fuck it. They done got McCole Harmon back home.
Mm-hmm.
Go and bring Zeke back home, man.
I'm okay with that, man. I'm okay with that.
If we bringing somebody back, I'll take Cedric Wilson.
Oh man,
yeah,
that was another.
I'm with you.
I was like, Cedric, man, bro, we done made some. That's
somebody that knows the scheme. He know the offense. He know the scheme. He knows the player. He's familiar, and it won't be that much.
They doing him an injustice. When you think about injustice in Miami.
Bro, he's catching balls. He's catching balls, but think of it like this, bro. Think of the receiving core that we've had these last 3 to 4 years that could have been developing with that. When you think of Cedric Wilson and when you think of Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb, when they're able to produce or still be effective when they leave, and you think about we had them, we would have had all of them at one time, but we've let them walk.
Man, to be honest, I would, from what we're
getting into off-season stuff now.
Well, with the wide receiver core down, I'd like to have Noah Brown back the way he played last year.
Man, dog, man, how's he doing? Man, why you feeling that way, Rick? Why you feel that way?
Man, I need Brandon Cooks to step up, man. Shit.
Yeah. Noah played tough though, man.
Noah played tough. Noah got us beat with Jacksonville. But I like him because he's a good blocker.
He's a good blocker. He's a physical receiver. He's a physical receiver.
Yeah, he got everything he could get out of his talent or whatever. So
but I'm with you, Dre. I need Cooks to step up. I need Cooks to step up.
That's what we went and got him for, man. So it's time for him to step up.
So is his best years not behind him too?
Definitely.
His best years not behind him?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so what do you need from Brandon Cooks? What do you need from Brandon Cooks?
To take the top off.
Speed.
Take the top off.
Yeah, what we got him for?
Yeah.
You know,
but again, what does it matter? What does it matter if you're not getting in the ball?
That's the problem.
What does it matter? Like you need him to take the top off. He take the top off, and the pants don't come down the field. What does it matter?
I'm not even putting that on Dak right there because I don't even see a lot of routes where he's running fly routes. I see a lot of
Man,
intermediate short stuff.
He don't.
man, go get
He
Diggs,
don't.
man.
Go get
Go
Go
get
Diggs.
get the
Diggs.
other
Hey,
Diggs for that. Go get
hey,
Diggs, man.
go get Diggs. Yeah,
Go get Diggs.
yeah,
Go with it.
I'm with that.
Go get Diggs, man. That's all right. If you ain't trying to make no noise like that, man, just keep what we
Yeah,
got going.
go
But
get
if
that.
you
But I
trying to
believe
make some noise, man, go get Diggs, man. Go get
I
Diggs,
believe with
man.
the
Go
with
get
the
the
So
other
would,
Diggs.
would
Let's have both of the Diggs next year.
so would you
not
rather
a
Like, go
have
get
Diggs than
quarterback.
him.
Devontae?
I'd rather have
Yes,
Devontae right now. I'd rather have Devontae
I'd
right now.
rather have Diggs.
Because
Man,
you know why? Because you know what it is with Devontae. Devontae is an outside receiver. That's what he does specifically. He don't line up in the slot much. He's not a slot receiver. We have CD for everything other than the outside. I
uh,
believe Devontae's a big receiver who can run outside the numbers and put that ball. That he's
I
a fade route receiver. He's a
well,
fade route receiver.
I think that's because he runs like a deer. He's got length, but don't get it twisted and think he can't play in that slot now. Do not
He
get it
can.
twisted.
He can. He can, but for us, we need him to be an outside. Our outside the line receivers right now is Michael Gallup. He's the one that makes all the catches on outside the numbers. He's the one that makes all them catches. CD's not an outside. He's not a big outside the numbers receiver. CD comes on racks and it's a lot of post slants and shit like that.
Right,
Like
exactly.
our outside the number receiver right now is Michael Gallup, and if Devontae's there, I
Ain't
believe
no
we can
num
move
ain't no
around more.
numbers there.
No, and ain't no numbers there because you know what I mean. If you got a 6'4" receiver out there, Devontae's what 6'4", ain't he? If you got a 6'4" receiver out there outside of the numbers, I think it opens things up. What Dallas needs, what we need as far as our receiving core, we need a bunch of possession receivers. Speed, I want speed. I would like speed, but with the quarterback that we have, we don't have a speed. We don't have that quarterback. We need a bunch of possession receivers.
Man,
We need
bring
strong at the catch.
Nah, I
We
don't
need the
want
point
that
catch.
shit.
We
You
need
want some
strong.
Julio Joneses and shit.
Yeah, nah,
but
No,
man.
because
see,
that's what you want with complimentary football. That's what you want to
no,
protect the
man,
ball. You don't want him
I
taking
tell
shots,
you,
right?
man,
You just said you don't want him taking
Nah, I
shots.
want to
I
take
tell
So get
you,
shots. I
possession
Terry,
want to
receiver.
take shots with CD and shit,
I
man. I
tell
don't
you,
want
Terry.
like.
Go ahead, Dre.
Nah, I'm done. Go ahead.
I tell you, Dalton Schultz would help get this
Mm.
thing back in order.
They not letting him go.
No, I'm
They not
just
letting.
saying the way Dalton Schultz played allowed a
So
whole lot on the outside as well.
so the
It don't have
Giants
to be a big
traded.
time receiver.
So the Giants traded for Waller and gave up a third-round pick to get Waller. And instead of us using the third round to get a tight end like Waller, we spent the number 2 pick on a tight end. This
That
man,
don't
this
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Shoemaker.
yeah, man, bro. We could have they gave up a third and got Waller, and we instead of doing that, we take a second in the draft and get dude.
Right,
But
man. Right. That's
those are
when
the
I
moves
was
that I was
wanting a
talking about.
QB at that point.
Yeah,
But see, those are the moves that I was talking about, like the Kevin Byard trade. Just
yeah.
those type of little moves like that, though, because veteran players that can come in and just shore your team up. It
but
helps.
but
Depth,
you've
depth.
seen Philly's been doing that. They did that with
Yeah, a lot of
AJ.
teams
Yeah,
have.
Go
man.
A
You
lot of teams have
comparing
been
us
doing
to
that.
other teams, man. We ain't
they
A
gonna
lot of
go
go
teams.
there.
A
get
lot of teams
players.
have been doing that. A lot
They
of
go
these
get
vets are
players.
going for nothing. But a lot of these vets are going for nothing. A lot of these vets, man, in the last few years, what's been a big trade to where teams have given up a big haul for veteran players, or what was the last big trade that you seen where it was where teams give up multiple first rounds and other players for it? It hasn't been any big names moving in the NFL. It's getting younger, and people are a lot of times are staying where they're at. People are getting paid, so these veteran players that are making teams better ain't going for much, bro. Ain't none of these players really going for nothing. We've been missing out, John. You've said it multiple times during the offseason. You say it all the time during free agency. When you see these veteran players go to other teams for less money than us, we're not even going after them.
Right,
That was your
right,
gripe for a long time. We're not even going after these players. And
right.
Jerry has said that out loud as far as him not initiating trades. He'll listen, but he's not initiating shit. We need to initiate at this point because we need the help. We need the depth. We're not initiating shit, which can go
So,
against because
does
we
that
haven't
mean
found a happy medium. We haven't found a happy medium in a long time. It's either they go out and get the player, overplay him, and he's shit, i.e. Roy Williams,
Amari
go out there and
Cooper.
Amari had his years though. Amari had his years though. Like, well, what did we give up for Amari? A third? Well, we give up a third, didn't we? We gave up a first and a third. It was something like that. But Amari did what he was supposed to do for a couple years. You know what I
But
mean?
I'm
Amari did
saying,
what
you
he
saying we haven't. I
Yeah.
was just giving a name where we did. So
yeah, but that
but
wasn't
That was
even a
huge.
huge.
That was huge.
That was a good
yeah,
splash for us.
Internally,
That was a good
internally,
splash
that was huge.
yeah.
internally. Yeah, it was
it
a good
really
splash
was?
for us. That was a good splash. Yeah, that was a good splash for us. But that's been the last move. And before then, we hadn't made a big move. We hadn't made a big move in a while. That's the biggest that's the biggest move we made since what? Roy Williams. Or what was it? Greg Hardy before that? I remember when we got Greg Hardy, it was like, we back. You know what I mean? It wasn't that. We haven't made it. We haven't made a splash in a long time. We need to find a happy medium.
What
He
we give
put
up for
us.
big? We did
He
Big
put us
Hankerson
on.
last year.
He put us on funny farm when he came over.
We
Jerry
traded for Big
Jerry likes
Hankerson.
his team, man. He ain't trying to do nothing, man. Jerry
And
likes
look,
his
man,
team. Man.
that's why we have to find that. Like I said, we got to find that middle ground, man. Either
So
he
does
likes
that
him too
mean
much.
that means Steven ain't doing shit yet?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Steve is
I don't
making
know what's
moves, but
going on.
it's still the daddy.
Well,
How much can your son do to you?
Right.
He's stupid. He almost gonna just say,
Hey,
No,
man. It's his Cowboys raw and uncut, man.
I thought that Steven had a little more of the player personnel, permission to do a whole lot more things with the players now.
He do,
Jerry
but
still
at
got
the
to
end of
sign
the
them
day,
checks.
what he said, Jerry still signing them checks.
Exactly, man. So ain't no even sense of even wasting our time and our breath talking about what we should do and shouldn't do and
Hey,
all
man,
that, man. Jerry's
I
still
think we're gonna make a
alive,
move
man.
this year, though. I think we're gonna make a. It might not be big. It might be another. It might be another Hankerson move, but I think we're gonna make a move this year.
Or Evans off the couch.
I seen
They get ready to come and get Cowboys raw and uncut, the crew off the couch, man. That's the move, man.
You told me you're getting 3 yards up the gut.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of these dud firecrackers we buying. Shit.
That's it, man.
We're gonna have to go to Memphis, Tennessee, and buy some fireworks. We sitting there buying fireworks from Kentucky.
Right,
jumping jacks.
I'm weak one.
We had jumping jacks, man.
Jumping jacks and sparklers, jumping jacks and sparklers, man.
The false fountains. That's what we
Yeah.
got, man. But look.
We got the little poppers throw on the ground and pop.
Yeah, man, that's smoke bombs. That's how we doing, man. Smoke bombs. Yeah, but hey, man, that's another kickback. That's another kickback edition of Cowboys Raw and Uncut, man. We ain't gonna hold you, man.
Steve-O,
man. What's up, Steve-O, man?
Keep doing that good work, Steve-O. Man.
Well, boy.
Cowboys raw and uncut.